Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. I have another system to explore here. So let's get to it. Naxxel is an ammonia-methane ice giant. Several smaller energy corporations shut out the big market in the Fire Gateway system. Shut out of the big market in the Fire Gateway system were attempting to develop a local helium-3 fuel mining infrastructure to service Ilium. The leading investor was the human corporation Eldfell Ashland Energy. Their efforts were hampered by the extra-legal pressure the H3 cartels in the Fire system brought to bear, from simplistic price undercuts to bureaucratic obstructions, denied permits and constant health and safety inspections. EAE abandoned the facilities before the Reaper invasion and collected no insurance settlement since the Reaper attack fell under wars and acts of God. However, skillful legal wrangling let their losses here leverage their rights to acquire any destroyed Reapers near their facilities, which may turn out to be highly profitable once the proverbial smoke clears. Population 6,700. Capital EAE Krafla. A Tile is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant. Its complex system of rings is unstable, dating back only a few million years. They are thought to be the shattered remains of a comet. A typical Venusian hothouse, Ponolus seems almost tame compared to the violent volcanic outbursts of the inner world, Beregale. In contrast, Ponolus is nearly inert, with no active volcanoes or violent plate tectonics. The most dramatic event in the last million years was the foundering of the Asari Aerostat research platform Alvusic in 2092, which fell after being hauled by an improbably unlucky meteor. Most of the crew successfully reached escape capsules, but 6 were lost. The crashed wreck of the platform now lies in the Creusit Plain, in the southern hemisphere. With no population to speak of, Ponolus has been ignored by the Reapers. While not a classical hothouse, world like Venus, Bergale is scarcely more hospitable. In addition to being the closest to the star Tessale, the core contains many radioactives and other heavy elements. These increase the heat of the planet and drive volcanism. Bergale's crust is too frigid for plate tectonics to function, and the planet will go through cycles in which pressure builds to a massive supervolcanic eruption. These spew ejecta over thousands of kilometers, leave caldera 100 kilometers across, and spew enough molten metals to repave entire continents. The last such event was 812,000 years ago. The current rate of outgassing from volcanic hotspots suggests another will occur within the next 10 millennia. Ilium is a classic garden world, an entrepot between the Terminus systems and the Asari republics. To abet this trade, the normally stringent custom laws of Council space on product safety, proscribed materials, and sapient trafficking are relaxed. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible at the higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. Reaper forces met a surprising amount of resistance at Ilium. Its leaders were paranoid about keeping their fortunes and were influential in both the Terminus and Citadel space. They outfitted their large defense fleets with a large number of fission weapons, and in the brief space battle used them on the Reaper's fleet's troop transports rather than their near-impervious capital ships. As a result, the inevitable ground invasion has slowed down to a crawl as the Reapers manufacture more troops. Colony founded in 1617, population on the surface 84,950,000, population on the space stations 80,500, capital Nos Astra.
I found something. Evasion successful.
Okay, that's a fuel depot.
Reapers eluded.
A methane ammonia gas giant, Xetic is best known for the infamous Kaltor camp. Established on the ice moon of Gessis, Kaltor was a Blue Suns hostile environment facility run by a cadre of former Batarian Special Intervention Unit operators. In 2168, a cluster-wide scandal broke out when it was revealed that the mortality rate of recruits sent to the camp might be as high as 18%. Investigation by the Asari authorities based on Ilium uncovered graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed, and the remains were sent back to their worlds of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found the Batarians had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join the SEU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Kaltor was shut down. There were and they were reassigned to other units. No criminal charges were filed against the Blue Suns. Council law did not extend to the Crescent Nebula, and the Asari on Ilium found the Blue Suns self-policing to have met their due diligence requirement for corporate justice. Tarith is broadly Earth-like, with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, the reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component in Tarith's plant life. As a defense mechanism against native herbivores, many species have the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. This gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Tarith near the bottom of the list for colonization. The Reapers have paid little attention to Tarith, concentrating on planets with high populations. Doria is a large, hot world with a poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lucerne for this to condensate and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Euntanta is remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There the similarities end, for Lucerne is a hot class F star, emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Euntanta is a parched wasteland, its water long since boiled away into its nitrogen-carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining outposts dot the hellishly hot surface. The crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines to do the surface work and load cargo for shipment. It does not appear the Reapers have struck here yet. Population of 230. Yontan is a fairly standard close-orbiting Pegasid gas giant, orbiting the star Lucerne at high velocity and heated to temperatures of over 1,000 degrees. Analysis of its orbit has revealed a core of heavy elements with a mass double that of the planet's hydrogen-helium atmosphere. The Reapers appear to have ignored Yontan, favoring targets that have some level of habitation.
Signal confirmed.
Lucerne heat pummels the Nirana belt, a ring of protoplanetary material relatively close to the star. However, this heat is not enough to instigate true melting, as occurs in a planet's formation, so carbonaceous asteroids, such as Bayalt, retain a primitive makeup. Bayalt has yet to be exploited, so the Reapers appear to have ignored it. Probes suggest it is high in chondrites and trollite. Okay, that's a fuel depot.
Faster than light jump successful.
A relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Polino remains undeveloped while its sister planet Metaponto garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extranet claimed that Element Zero was being found on Polino's moons in record loads. This tended to be a scam spread by the Consortium, an Elcor corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station founded by Elcor business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they have met with little success. A so-called super-Earth, Volturno is home to organic life, but is nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in its ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland, and so most organic life, limited to algae and lichens, resides near the equator. The strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains little amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of Vorcha squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live a miserable existence in the planet's crushing gravity and die from falls or medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. A hydrogen-methane gas giant, Lepini and its moons have been cursorily scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Vecchio is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin hot atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium, but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover much of the planet's surface. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyor ship Coupe discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites are obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which made them difficult to identify. Fragments of the primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations.
I found something.
Advanced bionic implants. Okay, that was it in this system. So I think I'm ready to go and meet the Salarians then. Right? Explored. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So let's go to here. Diplomatic ships. Wait, is this? Yeah, this is where Sur'Kesh is. Okay, so I've read all of the descriptions of the planets in this system, so let's just go here. The diplomatic ships of the Salarians, Turians and Krogan float away from one another out of the weapon range. Messages sent by each faction indicate that they would welcome the Normandy as neutral meeting ground for their diplomats. The fact that they have not agreed on a ship to serve as neutral meeting point before now does not bode well for the negotiations.
Commander, the Salarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Salarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Salarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Sur'Kesh. But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Let's go get them.
You're not setting foot on Sur'Kesh. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
Well, that kind of applies to them, right? I obviously do believe that the genophage should be cured. It was a mistake to do it in the first place, and what I find interesting is that Salarians who developed it didn't really plan on using it. At least they weren't entirely convinced that they should. They actually had a lot of moral reservations. They thought of it as a deterrent, whereas it was the Turians who actually deployed it once it was ready. But now the Turians are seemingly okay with curing the genophage. It's the Salarians who have a problem with that, or at least their government does. I'll take Liara and Javik. I feel bad about taking Javik everywhere, but it is going to happen simply because he probably offers the most unique insight. And obviously I've never had this DLC before, so I don't know all of his interactions, so as it is what it is. Like, James can go rot for all I care, and Edie is kind of boring. I think Edie is a waste of a companion slot in... Like, I don't mind her as a character, but I do kind of mind her as a companion. So I'll keep taking Javik and switching the other team members. Okay, now it's time to do some weapon. So I have this, the Widow, and let's take the ultralight materials. Weapon damage, shot capacity. It's already super heavy, so I don't think I'm going to take this. It's another 50 weight. Increases accuracy by 25% and helps to aim through the smoke, or allows to pierce objects and ignores 35% of defenses on armored targets, or alternatively a flat damage bonus. Okay, I'll take this for now. I think I'll just drop an SMG altogether and just have a heavy pistol. Wait, so was the other guy an SMG? Yes, it is actually. Okay, what's the damage comparison? Okay, this is pretty superior. Okay, this is not bad, actually. Actually, I could take an SMG and would still be more or less neutral on the power recharge. I'll give it a try. Okay, you can have... You can have this. Increases melee bonus or health and shield. Okay, obviously I'm taking this.
This is the Salarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them back, Rex. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, Liara. I wouldn't want anyone else along for the ride.
Are you expecting trouble?
Who's that?
He's a Prothean.
Sometimes I'm not sure if the Normandy's a warship or a traveling freak show. But as long as he can hold a gun.
Commander, I have the Salarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Salarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex!
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
I can handle this, Rex.
If anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge. Careful! Watch the containment shield!
I'd hoped to never see one of those again.
They were much smaller in my cycle.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Salarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Sur'Kesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for yacht specimen arrival.
Please don't touch that. As I said, Commander, don't touch that. Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that. Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language. I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy. Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does. Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything? I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident. Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment. Really? You must stop touching that. Once more, the Salarian Union formally requests that you not touch that. Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own feces analyzed. We've already been down that road. No more.
Okay. Okay.
A Cypher analyst over in Intel told me the Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians are the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
Another incursion?
Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
I don't like it. Not with everything else going on.
Oh, Major Kirrahe.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirrahe. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermire. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
It's nice to see you, Major.
Same to you, Dr. T'Soni. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
A good principle to live by.
Who's this?
He's a friend.
A Prothean.
Prothean, of course. Amazing what they can do with genetic modification these days. Some new psychological tactic, Commander? Give the Reapers a good scare? And what are you really? Drell? Turian?
Prothean.
Oh. I see.
Are the Salarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermire.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Urdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Yes, and he's rather angry about the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
Send confirmation to the Dalitras that the exchange is proceeding.
Yes, sir.
And ask for more warning next time the Krogan leader shows up unannounced.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't serious. She'll maroon you onto Chunka with raw meat strapped to your back if you do that.
Oh.
Then she'll record the Thresher Maws eating you as a warning to anyone else who challenges her.
Bio-quarantine protocol is in effect on levels 1 through 3.
Agree with them or not, our orders are clear. Ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan detainees.
Who gave the order?
Our superiors. That's all that matters.
But they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing.
When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
Okay, so it's time to proceed then.
You'd think the Asari could do something about the Reapers.
My friend said there was some sort of diplomatic summit, but the Asari wouldn't attend.
Did he say why?
Apparently they think there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
For once I agree with them. Only a fool would trust the Krogan.
I want top priority given to the Krogan transfer.
But the Yogg specimen is giving us trouble.
The Yogg. I regret ever bringing them here for study.
They say they're close to achieving spaceflight.
That's why they're under consideration for uplift. Clever species. Perhaps too clever.
A reminder to all personnel. Heightened security procedures are in effect. Proper identification should be made.
Okay, so it's time to continue.
I don't like what I'm hearing.
What?
There was an outbound comm traffic 20 minutes ago from inside the base.
And?
A burst transmission, fully encoded, with no identity signature.
No signature? That's against the protocol.
I know. Someone's passing a message. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, I guess I spoke too soon. They may yet have more conversations.
Bio-quarantine protocol is in effect on levels 1 through 3.
Krogan on an STG base. Never thought I'd see the day.
I can't believe they brought the females here.
I was on the team that got them off to Chunka.
What was it like there?
A wasteland. The Krogan are animals, living in their own radioactive filth.
The genophage didn't go far enough. 99% infertility is still 1% too many Krogan around.
Wow. That's some high-level garbage talk. So for someone within an earshot of a Krogan.
You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
A reminder to all personnel. Heightened security procedures are in effect. Proper identification should be maintained at all times.
Now take this elevator down and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morden.
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG?
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Urdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morden.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
That would serve no tactical purpose.
Urdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Salarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update.
Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off.
Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Salarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tachanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Threat condition 3 has been declared. Live fire is authorized.
Okay, before I do that, let me take a look around. Maybe there's something valuable in the lab.
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown.
Baron secure.
Watcher secure.
This isn't the time to delay, Commander.
What sort of problem?
Security override on responding.
Fix it!
Log, Morden Solus 178.3. Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females dying. Malin's data details procedures. Spotted his error. Brute force application to alter hormone levels. Shows how far he'd fallen. Glad I saved data. Have developed counteragent. Saved at least one female. Log, Morden Solus 178.3. Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females dying. Malin's data details procedures. Spotted his error. Brute force application to alter hormone levels. Shows how far he'd fallen. Glad I saved data. Have developed counteragent. Saved at least one female. Log, Morden Solus 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
Okay, let's get out.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Bomb!
Get back!
Are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
Other side of the lab. An emergency exit. I can open it from here.
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
Intruders detected in levels 1 through 3. Readiness teams respond.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
The Salarians are in the war now.
Taking enemy fire. I'm positioning Caltech 4.
Primary objective is eliminating the Krogan. Acknowledge. Engaging base security.
How am I missing?
Clear!
There will be more.
More incoming!
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from non-Salarians.
Don't let him take cover in the lab!
The Krogan will be slaughtered if we don't end this soon.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way.
Warning, young specimen has broken containment. Species 732, the Young, has been authorized for covert uplift. They are ideal candidates for expanding Salarian influence with full deniability. The risk is minimal.
What are you
Obviously, they've never had to fight a Yogg face to face.
What are you talking about? Are the Salarians insane? It seems that they have learned nothing with the Krogan. The Yogg are probably even more dangerous than the Krogan.
Warning, young specimen has broken containment. Warning, young specimen has broken containment.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Not funny.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint, attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
The checkpoint!
there!
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance. Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target. Hurry! Next checkpoint!
Up to the next level. All squads combined.
Alert. Malfunction detected in quarantine pod. Immediate attention is required.
Where's Manor team?
Shepard, get cracking. I'm trying to draw some of their fire.
Shepard, last attack compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you, Morty.
Right away.
Somebody give me a location on the Krogan.
Got it.
The enemy has fallen.
Cerberus just don't quit, do they?
The end of a cycle always marks the beginning of chaos.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
Salarians know their weapons.
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
We're being blockaded.
I'll cover you, Commander! Make your way!
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
We may be able to flank them. Yes, Commander.
Those turrets will chew us to pieces.
Actually, do I have the same pistol? With the sticky bombs?
They're all dead.
The next checkpoint won't be far. Maybe we can beat Cerberus to it.
Alert. Quarantine containment shield has sustained damage. Please confirm security access. Scanning. Access confirmed.
I agree with Morden. Somebody told Cerberus about this. They arrived much too quickly.
Every war has its traitors.
Yeah, I think this is the same weapon.
The enemy is persistent.
More up top!
Find cover!
I'm not sure I like it that much. Okay, that's a pity.
Scanning. Access confirmed.
I agree with Morden. Somebody told Cerberus about this. They arrived much too quickly.
Every war has its traitors. The enemy is persistent.
More up top!
Find cover!
Stairs over there. They can give us the high ground.
I'm on it!
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
Orion squad, drop the vehicle at checkpoint 2.
Enemy still present. Pod under fire.
Take him out! Get him away from the female!
Got it!
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance. Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Species 408, the Varen, could provide a novel form of biological warfare. With enhanced size and intelligence, they could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
A power conduit must be nearby.
Find power terminal. Should be nearby.
Isn't it this? Is this what I'm currently having? I don't know, Acolyte, Scorpion. The damage is slightly lower, but to be honest, I'm not a fan of how this weapon operates with the sticky bombs. Wow, but it's like super heavy actually. Okay, I'll stick with this for now. I'll fiddle with it on the ship.
Excellent. Kirrahe, wait! Another Cerberus squad.
Point 3 acquired. Krogan, Great Mark 3-1.
Don't let him near the female!
Affirmative.
With pleasure.
Right away.
Keep up the pressure!
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
How are you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope not Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
Let's go. We found the Krogan.
It is done.
That was the last one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
We're almost back up top.
Shepard, they found us. Enemy still heavy attack. Under fire.
Reinforcements are en route.
Containment shield weakening, Shepard.
Understood.
Acknowledged.
Attack continues. Situation growing desperate, Shepard. Shield about to fail, Shepard. authorize final release. Can't leave otherwise. We waited too long. Cerberus back. Recommend dealing with Cerberus first, Shepard.
Oh damn it. Okay. Actually, that might cost me the game.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up! You've got incoming! Shepard! I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable. We're under fire. Krogan can't take much.
I know this is sorry.
Just watch me!
Yes, Commander.
What's wrong, Shepard? You getting old? Take that thing out. Fighting Sarah was a lot harder than this.
Rex still has his temper. Got it! We did it!
More enemies remain. Stay vigilant. Yes, Commander.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Morton, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morton. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Morton. And make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Now, I actually consider it to be very dumb and pretty insulting towards the Krogan that he gave her a human name. The excuse for that is like ridiculously flimsy. First of all, why didn't he ask her to produce a name? It turns out she has a name, so, you know, she might have preferred that. And second, if he had to choose like a code name or something, surely it would have been more appropriate to use a name out of the Krogan mythology, which I assume he's probably more well versed in anyway, what with all of the work that he has done relating to the Krogan. So I find that stupid, and I find that to be something that sort of caters to the player himself, rather than making sense sort of in universe. I'm not a fan of that decision, but this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!